What's the up, you guys? What a day, what a day. It is currently pouring outside. So if you hear a little trickling, that's I have you on my windowsill. That's what you hear. It is a nasty and gloomy day here in Miami. I just wanted to come on and have a little chit chat with you guys. I feel like it's been a while. I've gotten a lot of DMs from people asking about when am I gonna post certain videos. It's hard to get on camera when you're like not mentally feeling like being on camera, you know what I mean? And that's how I've been for a while now. And I still do it because I mean it's something I love doing. I've been doing it all these years. You know, I just started actually posting on other platforms and you know, and everything's going really good. But 3 years ago I had an accident that kind of like put me into like a spiral of like depression and anxiety, and it's kind of hard like to kick, especially when life is constantly like knocking you down. I'm not gonna cry in this video. With the accident, it put me into depression. You know, I gained a lot of weight. It was hard for me to feel good about myself, and it took me a while, you know, to feel good about myself and get confident again with, you know, myself at, you know, how I was. Losing weight was, you know, always, you know, it's always been hard for me. I mean, my entire life, I've always been, you know, plus size, thick, you know, whatever you want to call it. I wear my weight very well, but it did something to my mind. Like, I don't know, like I would like seeing myself that heavy compared to what I was. Like, I'm telling you, the mind is a crazy thing. And I got really depressed seeing myself that way, and with my leg injuries, and you know, to this day, you know, I deal with pain every day. I'm gonna, you know, be in pain for the rest of my life every day, and it takes time to deal with that. And then, you know, me and Michael took a big risk, and we entrusted ourselves with 2 individuals, and we moved to Colorado, not fully knowing the intentions of these 2 individuals, what their true intentions were, which it also kind of fucks with you, because, you know, you kind of let your walls down, especially me, you know, because I didn't know these 2. You know, you get to know some people and they put up a good facade, but in reality it's because they wanted something from you. Or I should say from my husband. And we took a big risk and we moved to Colorado. I was already working, you know, remotely, so that wasn't, you know, a big deal, but it was hard for Michael to find work over there. The actual cold, because I dealt with cold temperatures before, but the actual cold over there, I guess it's different. And it messed with my, you know, my leg. My leg was in pain constantly, so it was a lot of things. So we took a big risk moving over there, and you know, leaving our apartment, selling all our things, driving cross country just with what could fit in our car, and it didn't work out. And then having to use a big chunk of our savings to basically drive cross country all the way right back here. So that put a damper, you know, into things. And then I took another risk, and I left my job that I was at for about 5 years, and I took the chance and went to another company. And as you guys know, if you guys, you know, follow me on Instagram, I was, well, basically wrongfully terminated from that job simply because I was married to someone who they didn't care for. It was a lot to deal with. Right now we're staying with, you know, Michael's family until we're able to get our own place. It's been challenging. It's definitely been challenging. It really puts a damper on my psyche, I guess you can say. I've been depressed, and it was just like all these hits in one. It was just overwhelming and a bit much. So it's taken a lot, you know, to get on camera, to not be depressed, you know, or to, you know, I don't like putting up facades for you guys. You know, if I'm upset, I want to make you guys know, hey, I'm upset. If I'm happy, sad, I'm my authentic self to you guys, you know. I really don't have any secrets, but it's hard when you're like not feeling mentally well. You can be like, hey, this is this product and la la la, and you know, a while ago it was hard for me to even get out of bed. It's hard, and I know things will change, you know, with time. I think a lot of it is circumstantial. What I mean by circumstantial is like there's certain circumstances that are occurring that are making me feel down, making me feel depressed, and a lot of those things happening back to back is what became overwhelming for my mind. I'm thankful that, you know, I do have what I do on the side, which is bringing me income. So, you know, we're making ends meet, you know, and it's hard because we're not really being able to save money to be able to get, you know, a place to ourselves, to, you know, to have our own privacy and not have to deal with, you know, certain things that, you know, happen here on a daily basis. Hoping things get better soon. Even if I don't find, you know, a job, hopefully, you know, what I do on the side picks up a little bit more where I won't need to be searching for a job because, you know, I'm making money for myself, you know. So it's just tough right now. And I just want to be honest with you guys, wanting to let you guys know why. It's funny because when I started talking about mental health and a lot of things that go on, that feeling of loneliness quickly dissipated when people started reaching out. And it's funny how my story is helping others, their story is helping me. It's like we're all helping each other, and I love that. There are a lot of people out there feeling just like I am, if not worse sometimes. In a weird way, it's kind of comforting to know that you're not alone. I just have so many plans and so many things lined up that are just on hold right now because financially I can't afford to put those ideas into motion and my full dream into play. It's hard, you know, and then dealing with so-called friends. I like to call them fair weather friends because when things are good, they're there, but when things are bad, they're missing. And I'm not gonna lie, a part of it is, you know, a big part of it may be my fault. You know, I'm not naive, you know, because I do close myself off when I get into my head and they don't fully understand what you're going through, or they don't have a grasp of mental health, really. That friendship tends to dissipate. When I'm in those moments, I don't have time to like kind of stroke your ego or stroke the friendship, you know, because I'm going through my shit right now. You know, as a friend, you should be there for me. The same way when you're going through shit, I'm there for you. It seems to like be a one-way street a lot lately. And I'm not saying that's for all my friends, which is funny, was a few that I held really dear. And hey, it is what it is, right? And then it's hard to make new friends because just a lot of other reasons. But I just want to get on here, guys, and tell you guys I'm good. Day by day I'm getting stronger, and I think, like I said, when certain circumstances pick up and I'm able to do what I want to do, and a lot of things will change. My depression, I mean, like I said, maybe it's like circumstantial, but it's always been there, but it's just never like been this bad, you know? Literally, I was in bed for like almost a week straight. It was difficult just to brush my teeth. It's like, I don't know, I get, how do I say it in English? Like I want things now, you know what I mean? Like what I'm doing, I'm working hard. I just want that to be like noticed already, you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. Cause I see like other people that I follow will get, you know, certain sponsorships or certain opportunities, and I'm like, oh my god, like what am I doing wrong? You know, so it's like, I'm telling you, it's like a mind fuck. For example, like the Amazon influencer program, which I hate the word influencer. They sent me an email telling me that I was rejected from the Amazon influencer program because my sexual content on my Instagram. Because I mean, I don't have any like really like sexual pictures like in my mind what I see of others that they post on their Instagram. Like I don't know. So I kind of like cleaned up my Instagram a little bit, you know, what I thought, you know, were, okay, maybe this is a bit too much, too provocative, or, you know, whatever. But then I see other people say, hey, oh my god, congratulations to me. I got Amazon, you know, I'm a part of the Amazon influencer program now, blah, blah, blah. Here's my link, this, that, and the other. And I see their content, and it's 10 times worse than what I am ever post. So, like, I'm thinking, what what is it, you know? Like, what am I doing wrong? You know what I mean? So I'm to the point where I just don't care anymore. Like, I'm doing me how I want. You know, we're living in a time where things are just, the world is changing so fast and so dramatically, like sexually and with gender, fluidity, and it kind of feels like, I don't know, it's like a reinvention of people just being themselves and showing their authenticity, being their authentic self. Authenticity? And that brings on, I mean, some people hate change. Change is hard for some people when it doesn't fit in their cookie cutter life. And I'm to the point where I just don't care anymore. I don't care about what others have to say. I don't care if you think I'm too fat. I don't care if you think I'm not hairy enough. That's another thing, you know, I get constantly, more than anything, telling me that I'm, you know, because I'm classified as, you know, being in the bear community or whatever. I'm not hairy enough. I don't have a beard, you know. It's like trying to get constant gratification from things. I don't care anymore, you know. If you don't think I'm hairy enough, oh well. You don't think I can't grow a beard. I can't help that. It's in my genetics. I can't grow hair, you know. I'm not hairy. It's in my genetics. I can't help that. Like, why are you gonna hate on an individual for something they can't do? So I don't care anymore. So you guys are gonna be seeing a lot of me. Like, that's all I got to say. I need to just shut up my thoughts and move forward. But it is what it is. What I can do right now, which I haven't done, is answer those questions that I put on Instagram like last week. And I'm gonna make this quick because I don't want to make this video like too long. Okay, here's the first question from Jason. Reading with Jason. If you could give advice to your younger self, what would it be? Not to listen to anybody else and do what you want to do. Like, I love music and, you know, writing and poetry and, you know, singing. Those are things that I love doing. I mean, I was in choir, musical theater, vocal ensemble in high school, and I'm pretty good at it. I wish I would have not listened and fought a little harder to do what I wanted to do. Trying to get into music now, and I wish I would have been doing that. I wonder where I would be now. Do you have any advice for individuals trying to date in the LGBTQ community? This comes from That Boy Tones. Be yourself. Dating in the community is very difficult because, in my eyes, even in our own community, there's hatred. You know what I mean? So it's difficult. So the best advice I can give you is be true to yourself, be yourself, listen to your heart. That's the best thing I can say. Another one from Jason, reading with Jason. What are your top things in your life that makes you happy and smile? Well, my husband, obviously, to start. Food makes me happy. Art makes me happy. Music makes me happy. Let's see. From Adrian Keeps It Real. What's the biggest thing you guys do to keep your spark in your marriage? Honestly, like, we're honest with each other. How can I say this? That's YouTube appropriate. Be open with each other, like with your likes, your dislikes. Be kinky, be perverted with each other, you know? Or if something turns you on, like if we want to play with toys, we play with toys, you know? Whatever the case may be, like it's our decision, it's our relationship, and we do what we want. Wow, you guys sent me a lot of sexual questions. This is from Eli Yori Night Fury. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Would you dry hump hole kissing a guy? I don't know what that means. Again, if the dry humping feels good, then sure. Did the dermal hurt when they put it in? This is from Jesse Lang. Yeah, this dermal, it hurt for a split second because literally it's like they're like take like a little hole puncher and they hole punch a little hole out of your skin. Yeah, it hurt for a split second. What hurt more was like afterwards, like healing. Let's see, from Jason Binoza J 8990. If you could do anything in the world without thinking of finances, what would you do? I would travel and see the world, see the sights. That's what I would love to do. If I wouldn't have to worry about finances, woo, traveling. If you could be an animal, which would you be and why? I would want to fly like a bird, but I'm terrified of birds. If you guys know me, you know I'm scared of birds. I'll do a story time if you want. Like, let me know down below if you guys want to hear a story time of why I'm scared of birds. It's an interesting story that pretty much ends up with me being naked in an art gallery. So if you want to hear this story, just let me know down below. I probably want to be like a puma, you know, or a lion, just because they're more agile and they can be in like trees and stuff like that. Maybe like a liger. That would be cool. And that was from Chillin' Villain 92. Let me see. William Navarres. Quiere ser mi novio virtual. You guys are so funny. This question is from Tidney the Teddy Bear 34. What advice can you give to someone who's dealing with depression? If you're dealing with depression, hit me up. Let's talk. First of all, if you're dealing with depression, my best advice would definitely be talk to somebody. Don't be like me and do exactly what you're not to do is shut yourself off. That's the worst thing you can do. My battery's gonna die. Okay, from I am Sir Javon. How did it feel to get your nipples pierced? That one hurt. I fainted and it was not pleasant because I had them both pierced at the same time, and it hurt a lot. From Starduster 13, how did you and your hubby meet? We met at a local bar in Fort Lauderdale called Bill's Filling Station. He basically saw me at the other side of the bar and came up to me, and it was a wrap from there. Anyway guys, I think this video is long enough. Thank you so much for listening to me, guys. This is kind of like a video diary. So with that comes the good, the bad, and the ugly, you know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your love and support. It means the world to me. There are a lot of things coming up. I'm getting out of my own way. And yeah, make sure you guys do all those beautiful things that I love for you to do. And I will definitely catch you guys on the next one. I love you. And remember guys, be kind to each other. Like, it's not that difficult. It's an ugly world we live in. Things need to change. So it starts with one right here with yourself. Anyway, love you guys.